Welcome back. The world's largest airline operator, Delta Northwest, is drawing attention today. Delta is trying to block its workers from unionizing. And now the unions are asking a U.S. mediation board to change the rules, making it easier to band together in labor talks. For more on this exclusive story, let's bring in Bloomberg's John Hughes. He's in our bureau in Washington. John, good afternoon. And what change is organized labor seeking from the federal board?
Good afternoon, Mark. Well, at the time President Barack Obama was elected, labor people here in Washington were very happy. And now we're starting to find out exactly why. There's an obscure board here called the National Mediation Board, and they oversee labor issues at major airlines and railroads. Well, the unions that want to organize Delta Airlines, which is the largest unorganized passenger airline in the country, those unions have asked the National Mediation Board to say that you join a union if a majority of those voting say yes. Currently, it's a majority of the total class, not just those voting. So that would be a big change if the NMB decides to make it.
And John, why is this important to Delta Airlines in particular here?
Well, Delta is the largest passenger airline, as you mentioned in your introduction to this. They've got 75,000 employees. Potentially 50,000 employees could be unionized if the NMB makes this change and if the labor groups are successful under this new standard. So that's significant. Delta has been saying that we want to keep our employees in a non-union relationship as we have in the past because it's so important to our culture. Well, if this change goes through, it's going to be a lot tougher for Delta to be able to do that.
John, is organized labor going to succeed in getting this change from the federal board?
That's a great question, Mark, because the NMB is 2-to-1 Democrats now since Obama took over. You've also got a Democratic-controlled Congress, and, of course, you've got a Democrat in the White House under President Barack Obama. So you could ask, why wouldn't this go through, especially when labor has been such big supporters of the Democratic Party? However, the airlines make the case that there's a lot of legal precedent here. 75 years, this standard has not been changed at the NMB, so they're saying it shouldn't be changed now, and they believe they have the legal standing to fall back on.
Bloomberg's John Hughes joining us from our bureau in Washington. John, thanks.